You're tuned into the Chit Chat Cafe, late night conversing with Milk and Honey's own Tashika Benson, Michael Kennedy, Casey Lee, and Randall Michael. Tune in live to IntellectualRadio.com and feel free to call in and join the conversation. The number is 708-223-8953. That's 708-223-8953.
Intellectual Radio. That is us. Intellectual Radio. We are back. Milk and Honey.
Milk and honey, baby.
I am your beautiful host, Tashika. And I'm here with my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful family. Mike, he's not here with us. He had a show.
That
But
doggone Mike.
Miss Mike.
Go Mike.
Y'all already know I think he's in Joliet. He had a show.
Michael, you
So
better
he's
sing,
somewhere tearing up somebody's stage. But we got you a fill-in, Mike.
All right.
We didn't leave you lonely. We got you a fill-in, and he finna introduce himself.
All right.
Go ahead.
Big money, Mark.
Not me.
You got it. You got it.
I wish I had. I'm Marcus. I'm here to fill in for my boy Mike. I'm happy y'all let me come out to play tonight.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
happy to be here.
Marcus, tell him
Gave me y'all space. I want to join y'all.
Yeah,
man.
we love it. We love it. We
Good,
love
baby.
it.
Yeah.
Marcus, tell them your social media platforms in case they want to follow you.
Instagram is Virgo Marcus.
Right.
Facebook, it's my name, Marcus Brown. Other than that, that's me. I'm here.
He's here. Okay.
He's
and
here,
who
baby.
we got? Who we got?
Uh-oh. K to the C to the L-E-E.
We got K to the C to the L-E-E. K to the C to the L-E-E. Yay!
Hey, and Randall did the...
I know. Look at him.
got you back,
Come on
man.
in.
I got you back.
My man.
He was a little flat too.
What?
Pa,
Oh,
pa, 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 pa.
yeah. I play the pocket. That's what
Yeah,
play the
we
pocket.
Okay, I
Drum-
like
the
it.
drums.
I like it. I like it.
I put it on
Enjoyable.
the post.
Enjoyable.
Yes, I am Casey Lee. That's Mr. KC2 on Instagram and Casey Lee on Facebook.
The book.
The book.
And yeah. And now.
And now.
Coming to the stage.
Coming to the
That's good.
stage.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
It's Randall. Handle with an R.
That's true.
Randall Michael.
When you say that, I have nothing left to say. That's it. That's all. That's the only one I got. Anyway, like you said.
No, you're my fave.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Thank you. Yeah, Randall Michael on Facebook, Randall Michael on Instagram, and your fave bartender 247 at gmail.com if you send me an email. Also want to send a shout out to the Chicago Yacht Club. They got me sick over the weekend. I was there. I was there serving until they was swerving. You know, they had Venetian night out there, and
Ooh,
yeah, it was
funny,
wonderful. It was a wonderful time. Even though they stuck me at the back bar, I thought I didn't notice it. They stuck me at the back bar.
You
and
must have made your way to the front.
Listen, I did my best. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes.
Oh,
But I laugh.
yikes.
That's a Langston Hughes
Look
poem.
who
Remember
I
that?
know,
And
yes,
I laugh.
but
Ha,
I
ha.
lies.
I too sing America. Oh, speaking of,
The tips. Let's
so
hear it.
I think
it wasn't
out
the
of
rib
all,
tips.
and not at all, or the turkey tips. Listen, I think out of all, I served 4 drinks. I served 4 drinks because nobody was coming to that bar. They had tables in front of me. It was horrible. People was folding napkins back there where I was. It was really sad. The drinks you saw me making I ain't gonna tell you that part. But anyway, I had to. But it was a learning experience. I know now. And they
You
want.
know
He asked
now?
me. The guy asked me. Funny enough, he's like, "Would you ever come back?" I said, "Yeah, if you give me the bar with the action, yeah, I'll be back."
Bar with the
Yeah, I
action.
need some action, man. But anyway, I served about 4 drinks and only came out with about $80. It was good.
Yeah.
Figure that one. $80 for that.
That's it. That's
We'll take a gas.
yeah, right.
What kind of car you? Never mind, I seen it. Yeah, that makes sense. I seen it. I was like, what kind of car you drive? Yeah. Or a monthly bus pass in my case. Currently, $75. 75. Yeah,
Thank
75.
y'all for watching.
Come on, Chicago.
Yeah, good to see y'all though. It's good to be back, man. It's been a rough week, but we here. You know what I mean? We out here. How y'all feeling? Y'all feeling okay?
Everybody's
Business
so
piece.
Yeah, that's good.
okay. Look, before we really get into it, I know we're gonna start off with this, Sonya. I saw the video, so I don't know what was more disturbing because this happened in the beginning. Like this, I just seen it day before yesterday.
The video wasn't that long. The video
It was
not
so
that long.
hurtful.
Yeah, it was not that long. It was really, really sad.
It was so darn. You could tell though in the video, like something was going on with her mentally. And I don't think because it was like she was like so fidgety, like who car is this? She didn't want to say who car it was in the garage. And then she was just she was like, they was like, is this your car? No. So somebody just parked in your garage. And she's like, well, I don't know. And they asked her, are you mentally okay? And she was talking about medicine and stuff. So at that point, if you felt some further observation needed to be done, then your job,
remove yourself.
You remove yourself and you get somebody else on the scene.
Who's qualified.
Man, because that went berserk. It went,
really
it moved like this. And what made me mad, even like they was like the other cop, he was at fault too, because he came out with his gun. He didn't tell the other guy, hey, man, stop. Pull out your taser. It's like
whatever happened to tasers.
Well, I don't want to put Marcus on the spot, but Marcus is I don't want to put him on.
Are you 12, bro?
He is 12.
Okay. No, listen. But that's okay. That's okay. But let me tell you this. I know y'all have a hard job and it can go either way. So first of all, it's not going to be that type of session where we bash people. But what we're doing is bash people for making bad decisions. Accountability. Now, I've never been, if I could see if it was Al Green holding a gun. No, I'm just saying, because the grits. The grits. No, you know what I'm saying? The grits. The grits.
You are so stupid.
The man has been burned before. So I get that part. But this young lady, but I joke, but I'm very serious.
She put her hands up, though.
At least 10 feet away.
She put her hands up and said, I'm sorry.
Right, that part. And then
it was going down.
And then even so, 10 feet away, over between 10 and 8 feet. How is boiling water? She throwing boiling.
And why if you felt threatened, then why you going up there?
It doesn't make sense. Not to mention the fact that he was with four police
departments
in the past 6 years. Got 2 DUIs. Yeah, he's a real character. He's a real character.
You gotta blame also Springfield. Because how was he able to resign from these other departments with DUIs and then come work for y'all?
Right. Yeah.
What type of investigation y'all doing? Just let him in.
The same people that was doing the Secret Service for Trump's inauguration. His
actor squad.
Improv troupe. Trumpish improv.
The alleged.
It's unfortunate.
Marcus, what say you?
I'm sorry. What's that now?
What say you with this situation? This is a good one.
To be completely honest with you, I purposely have not seen the video. I haven't seen the video. I haven't watched the video because I'm finally in a place where I'm wherever my feet at now.
I feel you.
So if I'm not at work, I don't deal with work.
That's good stuff.
Because I've found, and I admit, I'm here. Since going to therapy, I've found a way to try to channel what I deal with at work and what I deal with at home.
Mm-hmm.
I found that I was bringing work home and I wasn't able to be present. So if it doesn't directly affect me or my particular department, I tend not to watch it. I tend not to want to know about it because it has a negative impact.
Yeah, this definitely would.
Everybody around me. So,
right.
And plus, I definitely don't like the Monday quarterback anybody.
I don't think he's saying he doesn't care.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. It's not that I don't care because first and foremost, there's a life that was lost.
Mm-hmm.
And be honest with you, that's all I know about it. That there was a young lady whose life that was lost. All the details to what happened, I have no idea about it.
Well,
and I purposely didn't read about it. I didn't watch. I have not seen the video.
I could tell you this. I hope he go to jail. And I hope that I was thinking of the word, I wasn't laughing, but I was like, I just want them to put honey down his back.
Oh boy.
And just
she sound like the people from
go cross his back, cross his back with some sandpaper. And then just put some alcohol on it.
Ooh, sandpaper.
But I will say this: if he's wrong and if he's guilty, he deserves.
He is
and
wrong,
everything
child.
Oh, yeah, he's
I feel the same.
Oh,
way.
I'm
child.
interested to hear how you gonna defend that.
He
It's-
can't. He is wrong.
And then
it's
told the
no
man,
way.
and then told the man when you said we should call
It's
the minister
crazy
first
beat.
aid, he was like, "Nah, that's a headshot. She out of here."
Yeah, didn't
That's
even.
what he
No,
said?
but even and
I paraphrase him, but he said that's
that
a
is.
headshot.
Yep.
He said that's a headshot.
Ain't no
She's
need.
done.
Ain't no need.
Right.
And then my thing
3
was,
of 'em.
then why did you go get it at the very end? Now when all the cops come, here he come going out there. I better go get my kit.
3
Why
shots.
you going to get it now?
And why 3 shots?
Then told the police she ran up on. Hey, no, but she didn't. This girl did this.
Oh,
and
he said she ran up.
he said she ran up on me with this water, with hot boiling water, and he tried to make that his driving point. Like she ran up on, sir.
But that's
This
one of the-
woman was every bit 5 feet, maybe, and you look like Batista.
But that's one of the
Funny.
great things about the whole body worn camera. It holds people accountable.
Yes, it
on both
does.
He didn't
sides.
even have his on.
Turn
Didn't-
his on
It
after.
holds
The other
Other
cop
guy
had
did.
his on.
Yeah, it hold people accountable on both sides. So he said she ran up on him,
Mm-mm.
and like you said, you saw she had her hands up.
Hands
so.
up and going
Is
down.
it okay, Marcus? Is it okay to ask you a question? Feel free to say
Sure.
none of your damn business
Oh,
if you
sure,
want
go
to.
ahead. I'm
Have you ever been in a position where you have disagreed with the way you're part? Because I'm sure you guys are rolling squads, right?
Mhm.
Two to a car. Have you ever been in a position where you disagreed with how someone was handling it? What would you do? How would you approach that? What would be your point of action to be able to try to calm the situation, or what? Like, how would you? Do you wait till after the fact to try to not reprimand them, but how would you go about that in a way?
But there's ways of doing things now, especially so. I can even let you know this. So now I'm actually at the academy. I teach.
Okay,
And
perfect.
one of the things that I teach is it's called ABLE. It's how to intervene. What's good ways to intervene? You have to do it to intervene. You have to do this report.
Okay.
So what I teach every day is different tactics, different ways in which I can help you intervene. So if I see you doing something, it's certain things I can do. I can distract you by saying, "Hey, Brandon, do me a favor. I see she getting on your nerve. Do me a favor.
Mhm.
Can you go over there and give me that paperwork from the car
Okay.
just to get you away from that scene?" Or I can say, "Hey, you know what, Randall? Let me take care of this. I see
got
that
this.
you not her friend right now,
Yeah.
so let me handle this." So that's one of the things that we teach. So it's definitely
De-escalate.
de-escalation.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely a key of de-escalation.
Yeah, because they
It
don't
all come down to
de-escalate,
at the end of the day, you're not the uniform.
Right.
So as a man, if it's something that I don't agree with, I have no problem with saying, "Hey, bro,
Yeah.
we're not gonna do that."
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
one thing I think, and this is me, of course, on the outside looking
Mhm.
in. But I feel that, and you tell me your point on this. I feel that they should, if they taught more, and you could tell me if they do more hand-to-hand combat, more something that involves you. Because I feel like the more you feel better with your hands, the stronger you feel with your hands, the less you're gonna use your gun. I feel like if they taught, what was it, hand-to-hand combat, or what is it, disarming techniques, or things like that. You got people walking around with, more hand-to-hand combat, maybe karate classes. I don't know, something that would allow them to have. I mean, something.
No.
Tai Bo. Damn it, I don't
They
know.
do offer. They do offer, but I think it's deeper than that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to speak broadly. 'Cause I
For
don't
sure.
wanna say it,
No,
I'm gonna speak
100%.
broadly. So one of the biggest issues, let's just use the state of Illinois for example. If you grow up, say Naperville, Plainfield, Oak Park, and you grow up and you want to be a police officer, where would you want to be a police officer at?
In your neighborhood.
No, you want to be a police officer in Chicago.
Oh, I'm
Because
sorry.
That's the place
I'm
to
like-
be. I want to be a Chicago police officer. But the problem with that is
Naperville.
you have to be a resident of Chicago in order to be a Chicago police officer.
Okay.
So all I have to do is I turn 18, 21 years old, get me a little condo apartment, get me a studio apartment, go to the academy. After 6 months, then I'm told to go to 63rd and Stewart and tell them people get off the corner.
Mhm.
I've never been in the city if it wasn't for a Chicago Bulls game, Cubs game, White
Right.
Sox game.
Right.
But now you're putting me in the thick of things and you want me to
Right.
go at midnight and tell these people to get off the corner.
Right.
So
And
my
that's
first
where they put
result
the
to do
rookies.
is to grab my gun.
Right.
You know, that's my
But
first.
that's my
instinct.
thing. If you
Yeah.
if you had the confidence of hand-to-hand combat training, or I made a joke of it, but Tai Chi, or not Tai Chi, Jiu-Jitsu, something, MMA fighting, whatever, something that would allow you to be able to have the confidence that the first thing I don't have to do is pull my gun.
Mhm.
I think that would help a lot. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of my take on it. But
I agree, but it's totally different, and I can give you
because you heard the first thing I said,
Yeah.
I was like, I want to be in the same street type of patrol if I'm in Naperville. You'd be like,
Yeah, I
get off the corner in
I
Naperville.
agree with you, but I tell you, it's totally
Get off the
different
corner,
when-
Brad.
when you in that moment,
Yeah,
it's totally
100%.
different.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying it totally. But if you are at peace with these hands, as they say, you know what I mean. I'm not thinking of this. You know what I'm saying? It's not. That's not. I'm finna knock you out if necessary.
But a lot of it comes from your upbringing too.
This is true.
Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm from the West Side of Chicago.
Okay,
so
290. We dig it.
When I first came out the academy, they sent me to the streets. I already had a certain instinct about me that was outside of what I learned in 6 months of the academy.
Right.
It was like, I know they on bullshit. I see what they doing. I mean, I see the way he walking. I had that instinct. But if I'm green and I came from the only person that looked like a person that you make an unfair the community that you're looking at, was the person that was like Tiger Woods in your high school.
Right.
So you really don't know how to really interact with those type of people. So it's a different type of
I just feel I'm gonna wrap it up with this. With the whole situation, accountability. I think some of these is just the over authorization of these cops. They just over authoritative. It's just like you give them what they grandma used to say, you give them a rope, they want to be cowboys. Some of them just, you just can't give everybody.
I thought she was gonna say something totally different.
So did I.
I did. My man was somewhere else.
Oh boy, that's what I was thinking.
Like you give a rope, they want to be cowboys, and it just went too far. You didn't, and you told her, "I'm gonna shoot you in your effing face," and you shoot this mother, this sister, this young 36-year-old. I could not. After I watched it, I screamed because I just said, "No, he didn't shoot up for real. This girl did this and went down."
And said, "I'm sorry."
And said the last thing she said was, "Okay, I'm sorry." He got mad because she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." That hurt him.
Hey,
that hurt. I don't know how that. She said, "I rebuke you."
Did.
I saw some of the video. I haven't seen all of it, but it was.
She said that, and he said he put his hand on this gun.
He
Soon
may
as
have had
she said that,
He may have
I
had
said,
a demon on him.
"Uh-oh."
You may have had a demon on him.
And she had the water for him.
So,
Hey,
You come this way, but it didn't have to go like that.
It shouldn't have.
It didn't. And even the other police, he wasn't even feared at all. He had his little camera looking in the other room.
right.
He came back out. Hey, he had to drop this and grab his gun too. It's
So
like, what are we
what
doing?
I'm seeing is this particular cop that's always been in trouble, that's always doing dirt, that's always he may have had that demon on him.
Yeah.
And she saw it.
Yeah.
And
that's what the daddy said. That her dad said that she saw something on that man. Because the father, I don't think they showed the mom, but the dad spoke. And it's just so heartbreaking. It's so this girl had 2 children. We just gonna keep them in prayer. I can talk about it. It's so sad. It's so sad. But we just
gonna really someone's life was lost. So
and we're gonna keep that family in prayer. And I'm hoping that the justice will be served. I wanted to say our intro. That is so hot.
That's good.
Yeah, it is.
And the
really
voice
good.
behind the intro is Mr. Michael Hurt. I want to thank you for letting us use
Appreciate you,
your
big brother.
voice to do our intro and our outro.
Yeah,
So,
man.
Biden dropped out of the race.
Thank God.
Did he get hit by that train? He said he wasn't dropping out. Listen, train.
Don't do that.
Train hit him.
He was giving Trump so much joke power that it was just bad. Trump was like, hey, he said something like,
What Trump started talking
Trump
about
was like,
though?
he's like, so what do you think about that? Trump was like, I don't know what he said. Do you understand me? I don't even think he know what he said. I'm like, he's giving Trump too much
ask
ammo.
a question, Randall, and I'm gonna tell you Trump's answer. Ask the question.
How do you feel about foreign policies?
Biden doesn't like me.
He's a nigga.
In Florida, the votes are fraud.
I won the election
News
in 20.
is fake.
Big numbers.
Oprah Winfrey called me for a dinner date.
It's fake news.
Gail, she's outside waiting on me. We have to make this quick and brief.
Wow.
He just come up with anything. And then my
This
thing
was such a beautiful flight. I flew here on United.
And
I
wore a mask.
It was the best flight ever.
I wore a mask. I keep a mask in my pocket. And when I get in my car, I throw it on the back seat.
I put a patch on the back of my ear because you fools think it's a really motorcycle.
What is wrong with him?
It's no, my ear is fine. I just put blood on there just like that.
Look, it's just and somebody went and got some toilet paper and some scotch tape and wrapped his ear up.
Ketchup packet back.
Right.
That's the
Smash it. That makes sense.
Trump is something
But you know,
else.
but
He's
as
so
you
funny.
see, he got a bunch of idiots following him. I know.
Oh, yeah.
Now all of them ain't idiots, but the ones that's walking around with a patch on their ear,
Yeah, that's something else there.
come on, you special.
That is something else there.
You
Doing
got
the Nelly thing. Remember when Nelly
Right,
had
right.
the little-
Put a patch on his eye. And you know what? Even worse, CNN, what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Why y'all make this thing at 9 o'clock? Biden probably had medicine he needed to take. And he probably needs to be in bed by.
I'm sorry.
My grandparents
I
was
didn't
be in
laugh
the
so
bed at
He is
7:38.
Right. That should have been.
By
That should
that
have been. Right.
time,
he was like,
by that time, they be like,
He done woke
they
up,
don't
went
know
to the
nothing.
bathroom.
Yeah, they done got,
He done forgot his last
I
name.
did at 6 o'clock. I'd be greasing my grandmama's scalp with that royal crown
He
right
said-
down the
yeah,
middle, and
bless
she'd
his
be ready to go to bed by
Yeah.
7:38.
Yeah, that
Eight
dementia
at
hit you
the
hard.
latest.
That dementia
And
hit you
then
hard around that time.
now, man, he got to get dressed,
Mhm.
get
back
there,
up.
then try to remember what he supposed to be saying,
That's a lot.
and he tired.
That's a
yeah,
lot
and
to
his
ask.
tongue was all tied up in the tongue.
And he
And the
just
tongue
got-
knot.
Yeah, and it's just a lot of stuff. But hey, he endorsed Vice President Harris, and I'm praying for. I'm
Yes,
just
this is
praying.
gonna be-
But there is room in Canada, I heard.
It's gonna be
Hey.
interesting.
So just in case.
What happened?
It's
I
gonna
missed
be
something?
interesting. Now, some people talking
What
about
happened
moving
to
to Canada.
They-
You know,
They said that
Canada
last time.
said
They
there's
always
room
did.
for us.
Canada, y'all can stay. Y'all
Right, right.
They said 4 years. They 4 years. So
But I tell you what, she's raised more money.
24 hours.
24 hours. than-
1 meal.
that's real. That's real.
Hey,
That's
Pastor
20
Lori.
That's $240 million, isn't it?
Yeah, I went to art school. I'm horrible.
I got
at math.
Pastor Woolridge
Don't
on
ask me.
my
Don't ask me
life.
no math
That's the
questions.
best
Good.
praying pastor
Amen.
I've
on.
heard in my life.
Amen to that.
Can't nobody pray like Pastor Woolridge.
That's beautiful.
Pastor Woolridge pray, and you could. Nobody got to sing, no praise dancers, no preaching. Go home. Everybody saved.
we good.
Everybody
We good.
saved. We good now.
Everybody just laid out.
He is
I like
the
it.
best. I never. And soon as he get up there, everybody know because they get up. I said,
It's coming.
I want him
Start
to. I
fidgeting.
want him to. If I'm not speaking death on nobody, but the next thing that he's gonna be at praying, I'm gonna be there. I love to hear him pray.
Well,
now,
all right.
let me ask this. Randall, I'm gonna start with
Yeah,
you.
yeah, sure. What's up? I did not receive that.
I'm gonna start with Randall.
Don't start with me.
Randall.
Come on,
After you
Randall.
said that. Don't start with me. I did not receive that.
Randall's
No,
turn.
Yeah,
Randall's turn.
No, it ain't my turn.
Randall's
Lord.
turn.
Lord, don't say it. No, please,
No,
it ain't my turn. I
We're
got
gonna
stuff to do.
live. We're going
Amen.
to
I
live.
got
It
stuff
could
to do.
be. You could be praying at a wedding,
Okay, that's hey, don't want that either.
at a church service,
That's right.
anything.
Amen.
But I'm gonna ask you this, Randall.
What's up?
If you could have a show,
Uh-huh.
what network would it be on, and what would the show be about?
Oh. Ooh, what would the show be about?
What network? Let's start with that. What network?
I like Vice. You ever watch Vice Network?
No.
No? Vice, the one with all like the.
Kill somebody.
Well, no. But it's the one my man used to be on there from The Wire. My Michael, what's his name?
Ely.
No, the dark one, not the light skin.
Michael.
Vice. This is a show. Anyway, people know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the dude that
Okay.
passed away?
Yes, him
Oh, yeah.
from The Wire. Anyway, they do like real documentaries and stuff, like hood documentaries. Though it's really cool.
So yours would be a documentary
Yeah,
A
okay.
hood documentary.
Of sorts.
of you or of your growing up.
Nah, probably not. It probably would be like about. I would like to do a show about what goes on backstage at shows, like preparing for stuff. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That'd be cool.
Cool.
I like during a production or something like that. That'd be
Cool. That sounds
I would do that.
good. KC, what about you?
My show would be on ABC.
great. All right.
Hey, if you're gonna go, I want it on the big one.
I love and you're not wrong for
That's
that.
all over the country.
You're not wrong for that.
So he gonna go ABC.
Mine just be showing in barbershops.
Barbershop.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, man, gotta run to the barbershop, give me a fade. And one
At
of them
the
TV
flea
shows.
market.
Yeah, flea
At
market.
the
That's
flea
it.
market TV.
Shout out to Big T Bazaar in Dallas, Texas.
They pointing up there at the TV.
Nigga random.
Running, you can't tell me. It's me.
Okay, Casey, what would your show be about?
You know, it would be about a constant every week show about bank robberies.
Interesting.
Yeah,
New bank robberies?
yeah, bank robberies. Like, because I plan on doing a movie about that.
I thought you was saying I plan on doing a robbery.
Not the best way to go about that, buddy.
No, I plan.
wait a minute.
I would like to get together with some writers and write this script out. But it's going to be like every week. It's just like they just can't like catch me if you can type deal.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
But
That
gonna
was
be
a great movie, by the
crazy
way.
twist in all of them every week.
All right.
Wow. Is it like a continue or it's like something new every week?
It's going to be continued.
Okay.
Mm.
So there's the plan. Most
Yeah.
will be planning for the robbery. So
Right.
Okay. Oh,
Planning
interesting.
for it, stuff they got to go through to get the
Now
stuff
look at
for the
Randall. Now
robbery.
he over there writing.
I mean, that's good.
Like, what'd you say now?
Right.
Stolen. Sending that to
Then-
and
Then he gonna text Casey later. Remember I was telling you about this idea.
Yeah, right. Remember the
My
script
idea.
I told you about
Yeah.
20
Casey,
minutes ago?
hey, it's all
Sounds
too
a lot like
familiar.
my idea.
Hey, man,
Mike, what say you?
I love all those, but so I guess I'm gonna be a little bit serious. Just a little bit.
Hey, bank robbery is a
If I
serious
was
deal.
to,
man.
I think my show would be on We. It'll be on We TV, and I want it to come right after Dr. Now. The my 700. My
He is
600
so
pound life.
funny.
I'm dead serious. I love that guy,
He is so
and he
funny.
gives so much good information, but I feel there's no follow through. You know, so many of those women, so many of those men, they go through so much, but there's no follow through. Like, okay, yeah, I need you to lose this weight. I know you need to lose this weight. I'm gonna send you to a therapist. I'm gonna give you this diet, but now what? So I would like my show to be right after his of just trying to be encouraging of saying, yep, you can do this, you can do this, you can try this. Won't you do this? Yeah, I know this will happen. So I want to have a show right after his so that it can give like a follow through to what they need to do.
Marcus is gonna be like the new Billy Blanks.
I like it.
Billy Blake.
Works for me. You mean like Tybo?
Doing Tybo and kicking
Nah,
people.
Yeah,
Billy
Billy
That's too
Blanks.
much cardio. That's too much cardio.
We got Kennedy on the
That's
line. We
Michael.
got Kennedy.
Michael.
We missing you, Mike.
Mike, your song is up. You need to be singing.
Yeah, Mike said I'm here on a break.
Right.
Well, look, my show, I felt almost like KC. I said it would either be on ABC,
Oh, hey.
CBS, or WGN. My show, it would be like a series, and it'll be theater.
Okay.
What happened prepping for shows like the Oops,
That sounds a lot like my idea.
That do kind of sound like this. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. it do.
Randall.
Yes.
Very similar.
No,
Just a
no,
tad
but
though.
but then it'll be eliminations. Like you have to learn certain lines and you have to have it within certain timing.
Oh.
So it'll be like
Like
a
an
process of
eliminated
elimination.
That's
Yes,
something new.
and then have judges like the Simons, but have real judges like Denzel, Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
Have
wow.
real judges, and they judge based off of scenes and monologues. And every week
That'd be
you have to do something different. And then the season finale, they'll put the two together, and they have to act out like certain scenes. And
That's awesome.
Like America's Got Talent with
Yes.
With acting.
and don't
actually really
if,
cool.
if I see anybody doing
Oh, it's
that,
took. I'm sure
Oh,
it's
it's
took.
already gone.
Yeah, somebody took it.
I'm
Somebody got it on
doing
the
that
desk
now.
already.
I
like
just, but y'all can forget it because I done already told Earl I'm doing a little series here.
Okay, I like it.
So y'all can think what you want to think.
Right,
Just
man.
invite-
It's
just
already in the
invite me.
books.
Just invite
That's
me. I wanna
it.
be
That's
here.
all.
Just
Yeah,
invite
that's
me.
good.
Okay, so
Yeah.
KC,
Yeah.
do you believe in love at first sight?
Oh, yes.
Depends on who's asking. Wink.
Do you, Casey?
Yes, I do believe in love at first sight.
Oh, that's so
Awesome.
sweet.
I'm a romantic.
What
awesome.
can I say?
What can I say?
Randall.
Randall.
Yeah, you know. I saw a sandwich I fell in love with once. That counts. I don't know. I mean, yeah. I mean, people, people are hot. You got good looking people. I don't know if it's love though. You can like you look at people and be like, damn, she's hot.
So when you look at people, do you just see their outer, or you look at them and see like?
No, I look at people and I see colors. I see their essence.
All right.
Shut up, Casey.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna turn all the way around on that one. Ignore you completely for the rest of the show. No. I mean, I honestly don't believe that you like. I've seen people that have great sense of style.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Oh, people that have great sense of style. And I'm sure it does. Great sense of style and things like that make you very like that kind of check all the boxes that you like about a person. So I don't know if it's love at first sight, but it's definitely like you can be completely enthralled with someone and then find out what that feeling you were feeling after you know them is love. Man.
He's enthralled.
Yeah, that's it.
Enthralled. What say you, Marcus?
No, I don't believe in love at first sight. I believe in lust at first sight. There's personality does not walk down the street.
You don't think?
No, personality does not walk down the street. Your family values does not walk down the street. Your morals does not walk down the street. What walks down the street is that newly renowned BBL.
BBL.
The way you wearing that sundress. All of that is what caught my attention to come to you and say, hey, what's your name? Now, after that, we can figure everything else out. So I don't believe in love at first sight. I believe in lust at first sight because it was something about you that made me want to approach you.
But would you agree that certain people exude a certain energy? You see them. Some people don't even walk; they bounce, they float, they down the street in certain ways. They
so
float.
if a gremlin bounce and they float.
Well,
you still want to know their name.
Remember, Gizmo was a gremlin, and he was very cute.
Like gremlins?
Gizmo was a gremlin, and he was very cute.
Just don't get him wet.
Well, I'm sure that goes with a couple other things we're talking about.
This could be me. But
I
only feel that those relationships only form from places of workplace, churches, places where you
already know the person.
Not only do you already know the person, you get to see their personality, and you start making excuses for their shortcomings. Normally I don't date a short guy, but he has a great personality. I love the way he dressed. Normally I don't date a woman that's have kids, but I love the way she make me feel when I'm around her. So I'm gonna do without the fact that she have kids. But just walking down the street, none of that is walking down the street. It's that original attraction that draws you to him.
All right.
And I agree. I don't know if I believe in love at first sight. I think for me, I think because it's some people I've said, I love you, and then later on find out, I really didn't. I think I just.
When did you say it? Were you hungry?
No, I mean, no. I think at the time,
a nice meal. Were you drinking?
You never told somebody you love them, and then you really did.
Later on, you're like, no, I
really didn't. I think for me that it's so much to love that I can't freely give and I don't freely want. That's something that's earned on my end, and taking that type in, it takes some work. I can't just look at you and say, "You're the one." Oh no, I can't, because I don't know. I could be looking at you and you could have just been fresh out of jail. And you not my one. Or you could have been fresh out of a psych ward. And I'm looking at you like, look at him. And he's walking out of church and he looks like a good guy. And I don't know you. So first sight, I could say he's a guy that I could see myself dating, but love, no, not me. Casey, what is the biggest lesson that you've learned from your past relationships?
The
biggest lessons.
The biggest lessons. It's quite a bit. Quite a few.
Lessons here and there.
Like some rap songs. I don't know.
Rather, what you've learned.
Huh?
Yeah, what you've learned.
Randall. It's like, no. Go ahead.
What love is better the second time around. I don't know. No, I mean you got to give people grace, give people a chance to really. When people show you who they are, believe them, because you more than likely don't fall in love with people's potential. Fall in love with reality of where they are. As opposed to that, because you find yourself hanging on in places where you shouldn't be hanging on, and same thing kind of happened to me. You know, I've been a part of it, and like for instance, my child's mother tried to get back with me, and I told her no because I don't date people with kids. So.
Yeah, baby.
That's true. That didn't happen. No, that didn't really happen. I just made it up.
His baby mama.
I don't date people with kids. but no, that's to me is the main thing. You have to be able to give grace and don't fall in love with people's potential.
I think I dropped
fall in love with where they at. If you because then you find yourself being disappointed when they don't meet the expectations that you thought they were going to meet. That's how that works. You find yourself being really upset if they don't meet your expectations.
Did I have to leave on first?
But you know something, you said something that was extremely important, but I think that's also our biggest Achilles heel.
Me too.
You said give people grace, but the most important person in which we don't give grace is ourselves.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
And it goes along with my biggest lesson that I learned from my relationship to give myself grace to discover who I am, what I like, what I love before I enter into another relationship. Because I found myself, I promise you, whatever whom I was dating with was my favorite. So if they love Subway, that was my favorite food. If they love Home Run Inn, that was my favorite food. They love chicken, that was my favorite food. But it took me to not be with any of them to realize, you know what? I don't even fucking like Subway. Like, I don't even like pizza.
You don't like pizza?
No, I'm just saying it's just an example of the things that.
That's a bad example. No,
so
I get it.
It's like you have to learn what you like, what you love, and give yourself grace to say, you know what, I'm not ready to be in this relationship. I'm not ready to give all of me to somebody because I don't even know who I am yet. And we so quick to give people grace that we don't give ourselves grace. We don't give ourselves enough grace at all.
Yeah. I like that. No argument for me.
Well, I think what I've learned, and we're going to go back to Casey because Casey, I haven't forgot you didn't answer.
That's funny.
No, I didn't answer.
You sound like an actor. No, I didn't answer.
As a matter of fact.
Well, why won't you? Well, for me, I think I learned communication in a different way. I was talking about this with Randall. Do you know that I could be the best communicator in the world, and so can this Mexican guy that don't speak English?
I think you're supposed to say Hispanic.
And he's a great communicator too.
Don't understand each other.
But what good is it if I don't understand him and he don't understand me?
¿Por qué? Okay.
See?
It doesn't matter how well we communicate if we don't understand each other. And sometimes a lot of people think that if you're talking and explaining stuff all the time and you saying what you want to say, you saying how you feel, that you're communicating.
No, that's just trying to convince you of how you feel. Convince the other person of what they want you to feel.
And you have to allow people to communicate the way they're going to communicate and then make those corrections as they are communicating. Like, you know what? You said something that I got a problem with. So then that way, now I know what bothers you. I know what triggers you. So now I should know how to communicate differently. But some people, you'll say one thing to them like, oh my God, you are so lame. Lame. Now
there's something wrong with that person. There's something wrong with that person.
That's good that you said that though. That's why I always feel that one's perspective become their reality. Because if I already perceive that, like for example, if you are automatically perceive that I'm a liar, no matter what I say, no matter what I do,
it's a veil,
you
a filter.
Think that I'm lying. Yep. So one's perspective become their reality. So with the whole communication thing, which you were saying, if I feel as if I can't be vulnerable with you, you can literally be ready for me to be vulnerable. I'm like, I can't be vulnerable with her. Ain't no sense in me even trying because that's my perspective. and my perspective become my reality. So we have to try to figure out how can we align those realities where we can say, you know what, although you may think you can't be vulnerable with me, reality is you can. I may not seem as soft because of what I went through, but if you talk to me, I'll listen. So I think we have to align those.
And not only that, I done found out sometimes it ain't even that you lie. You just can't trust everybody with your truth. If I tell you something, then how you perceive it and how you've done it before. If I know you're gonna come out on a bag or something, it's like, yeah, I can't tell them, but then this is gonna be the result. So that's how we get liars, and you don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to. We don't build enough around us for ourselves to say, no, tell me what it is, and we could work through it. No, everybody, we so uptight that if somebody say, man, shut up talking to me, I don't like nobody saying shut up to me. Yeah. I don't like nobody saying shut up, bro. It's like, okay, then I won't. You know what? Just go on, get out. Hey, I mean, the conversation's over. Yeah, it's like, and then at that time, now you made the other person feel uncomfortable, and she wasn't even, or it could be him. He wasn't even meaning it in that way or in that tone, but it was you took it that way instead of trying to see what did you mean.
What was you really trying to say?
Because that kind of then is that time for her to say or him to say, oh well, I didn't mean it like that, and if that's how you took it, let me back up and let's construct this train, because that ain't how I'm trying to flow. But some people don't even give you that option. They go off as soon as you say, boy, you stupid. I ain't stupid.
Well, that's a trigger. They've obviously been called stupid.
Yeah,
a lot of times.
They're not even talking. Then you just get away from that person.
Okay, so back to you, KC.
Bring it on.
He ready. Ready.
Now, what was your doggone question?
What's the biggest lesson you've learned in past relationships?
Biggest lesson I've learned in past relationships.
This man clearly went to school. Everything off with the police sentence.
I'm gonna repeat the question first. right. In the voice.
That voice.
You know, make it like is that I have a problem with giving people the benefit of the doubt. You know? So I have stopped doing that. Like Randall said, they show you who they are. Just believe them. But, you know, sometimes I'm like, all right, maybe they really don't mean that,
right?
You know, because I'm really laid back, and I'm not. You know, if you do something, I'm like, okay, you know, he did that. If you keep doing it, then I'm like, all right, time to go, and I would just be like, pew, like right, gone. But I've tried to stop doing that also. Like I've because all right, in past relationships, if it was something I didn't like, you know, I was like, peace out, I'm going. So I tried to stop doing that, especially when I got married. So for real, because I was like, I think it's time to go. And I was like, all right, Casey, stop moving your feet. Yeah, you can't do that no more. You've gone to the other side. You have to, you know,
make adjustments.
But damn it, I should have listened to that first voice. But you know, yeah, I've tried to stop doing that. You know, it get to a point where you have to like, all right, try to see somebody through. You go through a lot of people doing it that way. So that's one thing I've learned in one of our relationships.
Stay grounded. Try to stick around,
right,
and try to figure it out a little bit, as opposed to being like.
And it's good to do that too, because you got to realize too that you ain't the Don Julio. You ain't the best thing popping either. And we all got. Well, you're not.
Okay.
You're not. Let's just be honest.
100%.
All of us got some blemishes and flaws. We need to kind of, put some stuff too, and we have to allow each other. That okay, mistake, fix it. Everything is like pottery. You ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna get that first mold. Ain't gonna be perfect.
Right,
the second and third one gonna be messed up too. But like in Ghost, when both of them came together and whatever they was trying to make it.
Well, he was dead at that time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Wasn't he dead when he did that?
No, in Ghost they were
back?
pottery.
When he came back?
No, he was alive when they were making that piece
I'm
together.
I'm sorry. Okay, you're right.
Was he?
Yes.
I think he was.
Yes. And then when
I
he
thought it was his ghost that was.
because if you remember they messed it up and they went and they had little feet.
Ditto.
But later on, no, so later on, no, later on when she was doing it by herself, she visioned it, but it had already happened. But
Okay.
yeah, so yeah, it's one of my favorite.
It's a good one. It is a
It
good
is.
one.
But yeah, it takes two people to kind of fix it. Because if you by yourself trying to fix you, while this joke is sitting there, yeah, this, you know what this girl said to me. But he ain't gonna be accountable for what he did or what he say. But that's the thing
It's
about
true.
some men. I promise you. Let you tell a woman, man, I'll slap you upside. All right, I'm getting out of hand.
Yeah.
And I said, boy, shut up talking to me. Who you, man? You almost caught one.
Like, wait a
Like,
minute, sir.
Yes, like they
hold on.
don't see what they do.
Yeah.
But when you do it to them,
They
got
I think
on-
that go both
they got
ways.
on bifocals.
That goes
Definitely
both. That
goes
goes
both
both ways.
ways.
That's not a one-way street there. I'm sorry.
Well, I know with me, I'm very, and that's been me for a while too. But it ain't like that now. It used to be a time where I would give grace,
Mhm.
and I'm almost Jesus at some point. Got nails in your
Oh,
hand,
my
giving too
goodness.
much
But
grace.
that's also the problem. Just like Casey
That's
was
one thing
saying,
I'm going.
just like Casey was saying, it goes both ways. I think the bigger issue is we try to multitask as it relates to fixing ourselves.
Right.
You need to work on you, and I need to work on me.
Hey.
Right.
And
It's not my
me
job
working
to
on
make
me,
you happy.
it might
It's
not even
supposed to come
mean
in.
that me and you need to be together. I
Right.
might not even be the person for you once I work on me.
But that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Both parties have to know that there's some work that needs to be done. I can't be saying
That's the
you
problem.
got to get your stuff together.
Exactly.
That's
And
the
I'm
problem.
sitting up here, got my little problems too. Things
Yeah.
that it's like both of us, okay. And you could say all day, let's sit up and pull these cards. I'm gonna read it, and I'm gonna get to know you better. All that is fine and good, but that it sounds good because y'all talking and y'all on good terms. But soon as things go wrong, y'all ain't thinking about them
None of them
cards,
cards
them
or nothing.
conversations,
Yeah, but-
nothing.
And in real time, it's hard to apply that stuff in real time.
In real
Yeah,
time,
no, that's
exactly.
a generational issue that is probably for another show. But we have always been told if you go to therapy, something is wrong with you. You crazy.
Mm.
You know,
Right.
so it has to be that it's okay as a man that
Yeah.
you're not perceived as being weak because I need to go to a therapist to talk to them and say,
Not
hey,
at all.
I got an issue, I got a problem, I need to talk.
Yeah.
And that's what we're not doing, and we're not promoting that enough. So
You know what I heard?
I think most men think it's weak, and
Well,
women
see,
they advocate that it's weak too. You don't need no
You
therapy.
know
You
what?
just need to get yourself together.
It's not that men think it's weak. It's the fact that, all right, say we go to therapy. If you already think there's nothing, like, because in the arguments,
Nothing wrong.
it's always going to be that, blah, 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 we need to go to therapy because of you, blah, blah, blah. But if you never thinking that you doing anything wrong, what's the use of going to therapy?
That
Because
part.
they're not going to be able to explain to you that you're wrong.
You ain't gonna be able to hear them.
Can't, exactly, you're not
You
even going. You're going to block everything they say about your problems, but it's always going to be that other person's problem. If it's always that other person's problem.
but that also comes because I'll be honest, I'll be transparent about it. The first couple of maybe month or two of therapy, I know it was a cat and mouse game
Mm-hmm.
because I knew I was saying exactly what I wanted, what I knew she wanted me to say,
Mm-hmm.
and she was
Interesting.
just playing the game with me.
Yeah.
Playing the game with me, and then once I finally opened up and became pretty much naked and started telling how I really feel, what's really going on. Then she told me, I knew this from day one. She said, I was waiting for you to stop trying to present the certain guy who in which you thought I wanted to see until you really wanted to tell me who you wanted to be. I had to be completely honest. I had to talk about the temptations I get.
Mm-hmm.
I had to talk about, you know what? I'm not always a good husband. I'm not always a good father. I'm not always a good friend. I'm not always a good family member. But at first, when I first went there, the first 2 months, it was like, it's them versus me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always got to carry everybody. I got to be the friend and not being a friend to me. I'm always
They
a
had
friend.
to break through that wall.
I had to break through that
being
wall.
the one
Exactly.
saying
And
everybody
I
else
think
got the
that's the
problem.
part that no one is willing to see it all the way through.
Exactly.
And that's so true. You just have to see
Exactly.
it all the way through.
Jennifer Johnson said,
What Jennifer Johnson say?
boys and girls are taught unrealistic expectations of relationships.
Yeah, well,
And
TV,
right.
movie, yeah,
And
all
not
that.
just
Beauty, not just relationships,
TVs, peer
beauty and
pressure.
everything.
So much stuff, and now with these BBLs,
Oh my
child,
God.
everybody getting them.
Yeah.
Everybody. And then now it goes back to just what everybody is seeing. So it looks good to them. We weren't thinking about that stuff 4-5 years ago. And
Well, I
it's
mean,
been out
the
forever.
classic idea is, I mean, look at Lil Kim, look at Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but we're talking about it's been out. How
They
long has that been out?
But what I'm saying is that it's just amazing how somebody's interpretation of what you can call you ugly can shape how you feel about yourself.
Mhm.
And that, because there was nothing, I mean, for me, it's easy for me to say there's nothing wrong with them, but for them, they saw something that needed to be changed. They saw something that because people talked about it or because the way people made them feel about it, they wanted to change it.
And see, a lot of that I can understand that part, but a lot of it too.
But it was
is
unnecessary.
Yeah, and
To me,
to me
it's
too.
easy for me to say.
And you have some people that say, "Oh, I want to get it because it's going to change this, or it's going to change this, or it'll make me feel better. It'll make me do this." I don't know. I don't know why anybody get it. It wasn't that popular back then. When Sade and Anita Baker was singing, they was flawless and could sell out crowds. And Anita Baker could have on a Sunday outfit. Sade have a hair and a ponytail and have no shoes on her feet and could wear a crowd out. Now, if you
reasons,
got on, you can't look like that unless you got a swimsuit on.
Yeah, it's reasons why people do that. Like Kim, like what Lil Kim said. She had that dude in her life that just kept saying that she was ugly, down and everything. So she just tried to improve
what he wanted.
What he was saying. She just really believed truly to her heart that she was what he said she was. And now she just,
a little worse. Then she's really messed up. And then my thing with them BBLs is you do know you gonna get some age weight. Where you think that age weight gonna go? It gotta go somewhere. Is it gonna go underneath that or on top of it?
I'm not a
would
scientist,
be too scared.
I'm not an astrologist, but I'd say
I would be too scared to be trying to get some BBL.
I was reading. I was reading that question, and I do see it. I don't think that it's necessarily unrealistic. I just think that we don't get the full picture. We don't get the full story of those relationships. Like, for an example, if someone was to say, "Oh my God, that kid is going to be successful," they come from a 2-parent household, but they don't know that that kid had to cover their ears with a pillow because they would listen to their father beat their mother.
Right.
Or, "Oh my God, that kid gonna have a hard time because they come from a single parent household, but they never saw domestic violence. They never went without eating. They never went without." So I just feel a lot of what we think is our perspective. We don't get the full story of what it looked like, what it seemed like. Because I tell people all the time, I think my father is one of the greatest men ever alive. I think he is amazing. But I'm also man enough to say it's so many lessons I didn't learn from him. Because what he thought, he was sheltering me. What he thought he was protecting me, he wasn't teaching me.
Right.
I never saw my mom and dad have that conversation about how we gonna pay this bill. I never heard them have a conversation like, "You know what? You made me mad today. You finna go in the room. I'm finna go in here. I'm gonna do that." So when I got in my relationship, it was like, wait a minute, I don't know how to deal with this. Right. The only relationship I seen was on Family Matters, and it was solved in 30 minutes. So I don't know.
Get the check book.
I don't know how to deal with these issues. So I never learned those issues. I never learned how those problem solving skills that you're supposed to get from a father or from a mother when you watch those situations. So I just think it's the perspective of not knowing the whole story behind what we think is realistic or unrealistic.
If you saw your friend, if you saw your friend's wife or husband out with another female or male, would you tell your friend? Would you go back and tell your friend?
Hey, I don't be liking that. Don't be doing that around me, man. I don't even want to know about
Mark,
it, man.
You tell your friend?
Get on away from me with that, man. Get on away from me with that.
Mark said, He said, I don't know.
This may sound crazy, this may sound bogus, it might sound messed up. I wouldn't even tell my sister.
Man.
Woo.
Not even your sister?
I just wouldn't. Because I always feel that the game doesn't change because it's your family.
That's
Because
very
everybody
true.
is somebody's cousin, everybody is somebody's sister, everybody is somebody's mother. But it's okay when it's us. It's like hunting. Hunting is cool when you the hunter, but if you the rabbit,
Ain't no
it's a
fun
problem.
when the rabbit
You
gets
know what I'm
the
saying?
gun.
So it's like, how can I get mad or say something because this person is close to me? But we have all done it. You know, we have all been in
No, we
those
haven't.
situations. Well, I've done it.
Okay.
And I just
Say
feel
that.
Random says, say that.
It's unrealistic for me to be like, oh man, you can't be doing that to my sister, or you can't be doing that to my cousin when I was doing it to somebody's sister. I was doing it to somebody's cousin. So I just stay out of it.
Okay, so you telling it?
No, I'm staying out of it myself. Because
Girl, you
if they just look and they see it.
Random said, hi. Random.
What?
You gonna tell it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I want somebody to tell me. Hell yeah. Nah, I probably would. Yeah. It depends on the situation. Because I've been there, I've done that, and people's like, you just jealous. You trying to mess up my good thing.
Yeah.
And now I feel like a fool. You know what I'm saying? But then what happens is they end up finding out on their own.
Right.
It's like,
They'll
boom.
find out.
And you be like, you don't rub it in their face. You be like, yeah, it's okay. Come on. Let's go get a beer.
Now
Right.
Let's go get a beer.
I truly do. Jennifer said,
It's okay.
how
Yeah,
do you
there
know?
go.
How do you know her? I mean,
How do you know her?
how do you know?
Let's go get old fashioned.
How do you- I can't-
Oddly specific, Casey.
Hmm.
I like old fashioned.
Oh, she done pulled a KC. She done messed up her face.
That's funny.
I don't know how to work my live, so I haven't
Me
seen.
neither.
I saw one comment that was
Jennifer, I saw you had a comment. I don't even know where my comments then went.
It's
I'm
Facebook.
so
It ain't
sorry.
me.
It
It's
is,
Facebook.
because Now it's saying that really is with them. Oh, I think this is her comment. Okay, she said, how do
Hilarious.
you know?
This lady is aging.
How do you-
Right before I.
Right.
On my eyes.
Mama.
So how do you know who it is that they're with?
Oh, shut up,
See, I
Jennifer.
said that earlier.
Shut up, Jennifer.
And my thing is
Shut up.
that's but see that's my depending
Because we know that ain't your
factor.
wife.
That's my depending factor. It depends on like if it's my sister, I'm telling her.
But you know what? That could be that's a good that's a good one because
I'm serious.
like if
Well,
There
say,
should be
say,
no
they
problem
are-
with you
say
telling
if
them.
me and,
Right.
say
Exactly.
if me and Tashika hanging out, like we hang out, we go
Yeah.
shoot pool, we
For
hang
sure,
out.
for sure.
Me and Casey
Then
go
somebody
shoot
see that,
pool.
they run back and be like, Jamie, look who I saw. Well, Casey, you know,
Then she said, I know they friend.
right.
You ain't
Don't
cold.
looking at me for I ain't saying nothing. Don't look at me. I ain't saying nothing to
I
nobody. I
just
don't
thought it
even
was
know
gonna be a
nobody.
quick comment come
Oh
out.
yes,
That's all.
no,
But
You know, quick on your feet, even though you sit down. You quick on your feet.
no, no.
in case
So,
you're
I
like
mean-
your friend messy, I don't want her back over
Ever
here.
again.
Yeah.
That's how you keep stuff down and people
It's
out
true.
your business. Before we go, look, we got a story that we gonna do next week.
Okay.
But before we go, I was just thinking about some awkward moments, like when somebody's waving. Or you ever did that? Like you waving at somebody, and they ain't even waving at you. You like they waving at the person behind you. You like, hey,
I
who
did that
is
last
that?
week.
And then
Like,
they like, look, they do one of these. They do one of
Who I
these
was
to you,
waving at?
not you.
Not you.
Him.
right, right.
It's like,
No,
oh.
they just keep waving. Like, hey, how
Oh, you too.
But-
Happened to me
Well,
in a
I-
parking
Long-
garage.
Look, hi, lonely person. No, hey, Jeff.
Got on the elevator with
Or
walking to
when-
the parking
Or
garage.
no, what about this one? When you done said about 3 times, huh? So you finally just said, oh, okay.
Nuh-uh, I
And
don't
you
do that.
still ain't hear
Right,
me.
Nope, I don't do that. That bad thing happened to me in the House of Blues when I did that. Mm-mm.
I just say,
always
oh,
make sure you hear what
okay.
people say. No. That's how you end up with somebody behind you at a urinal. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm just telling
Take
you.
his advice. I ain't
I
doing it.
don't do it. Don't do it.
I would never do that.
Yeah, because you'd be surprised. And dude looked at me like, I said, man, what the hell did you do? He said, I thought you were cool. That's what he said. I thought you were. I'm not that cool. And I ain't know what he said.
Oh, I
Anyway,
know,
wow.
I know women will understand this. when someone's holding that door open for you and you too far back. Dang, now I gotta run because I want to be polite.
Right.
And you're like, man, just shut the door. Go ahead, I'm good. I don't want to be trotting. Oh man, now I gotta pick up the pace. He holding the door.
That happened to me in a garage. Not that, but going to a garage, like getting on the elevator. You have the quick elevator conversations, but then you guys went to the same floor, and it's like, we already said bye, so I'm gonna ignore you for the rest of the way.
Or you saying goodbye. You say, all right, I'll check you later, and y'all end up walking the same direction.
So yeah, my conversation's over. I'm done. I already checked out.
Hey, I one time, long time ago, I went to the movies. And I thought I saw my best friend standing in line getting popcorn. I mean, this dude looked just like him from behind, looked just like him. And I walked up and gave him that neck respect. I smacked him on the back of his neck, and he turned around. And I was like, "Oh,
yeah, that's bad. Your hand.
I'm so sorry, bro. I thought you was my best friend there. My bad. I had to grab his arms, and he was like, he turned around. You know, my best friend's like 6'2", 6'3". So I was like, oh. My bad. Don't let go of the mom.
Oh, what about this one? When you start eating and you hear somebody say, "Let's pray."
Ooh, wait, hold up. But you try to hold it in your mouth, but it be good. So you be trying to chew it too. You feel guilty. That happened to me the other day. Try to say your grace, right? Try to say your grace while it's in your mouth and not chew on it, but it be good. Yeah, I feel you.
Or when you walking down the street and you trip and you look back at the ground like they did something wrong.
I did that at the restaurant.
You did that?
I went in, came out the bathroom, tripped over the little carpet. I was like,
what you do to me, carpet?
Oh, goodness.
This thing on carpet.
Random.
Yeah.
Have you ever opened one of the bathroom stalls and they forgot to lock it?
Yes.
And somebody in there. Now that is, because see, I'm going to tell you what happened with me. The guy did not leave right away.
Hold on a second.
Were you in the co-ed bathroom?
Yeah, yes, at one of those.
What you doing in the men's bathroom?
No, they have. Okay, see, let me explain. So they have
quickly.
They have one of those like unisex bathroom, and it was the closest one I had to the bathroom. So I went right into there. So the guy opened it, and instead of him saying, "Oh, he does this," oh, I'm sorry.
I know it had to be bad too for you.
I apologize. Yeah, he got the door open and he's still apologizing.
Remember last week we
talking? Said, "Ma'am, I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. The bathrooms down there are stocked, but I really do apologize." And I'm like, "Shut the door.
Damn door,
like, let me use the sink over here while you do it."
Yeah, just so embarrassing. And it's like, how you sitting there? And what about this one, Randall? Have you ever been your mama washing dishes? And here you got a spoon or a fork, and you try to slide it in there while they wash.
They be almost done. They be almost done with
the dishes. Man, I just finished my spaghetti.
My mother got a real weird relationship with washing dishes. So we don't get into that too much. And she tried to make me. I mean, we had a fight about washing the back of the dishes when I was like 9 years old.
Washing the back. She said, "What did she tell you?"
She was like, "Wash the front and the back." I was like, "For what? We don't eat off the back of the dishes."
Like that little ring
at
the bottom.
Yeah, right. That one right there. And so the next time I was in there, I fixed my plate. It was a small portion plate, but I fixed it on the back of the plate just to be a butthead. And I tell you, she broke that plate. She broke that plate. She was so mad, but I thought it was hilarious. It was as small as just like a sauce, but I made it on the back of the plate. A little piece of chicken, a little bit of rice, a little bit of green beans on the back of the plate. I didn't get to eat that food because she whooped me.
Yeah,
but it was worth it.
It was worth it. What that tastes like.
It was worth it.
Well, when you looking for something, got your car keys in your hand and you running all through the house looking for them, and it's in your hand the whole time.
Or the hoodie, or the pocket.
Oh, your cell phone. Yeah, you on the phone. Say, "Man, where is my phone?" And you get or your glasses on the top of your head, and you looking for them, and they on top of your head the whole time.
Been there.
You done that, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've definitely looked for my glasses. But they're here now though.
Look, we got some wrap up music too.
All right.
We got some outro music.
We
y'all
love
want
y'all.
to hear it?
Let's get it.
Have y'all ever tried to send someone an angry text and you misspell a word? Ugh. That's
But
Or
with
you
the new
are-
update, you can add it.
you can add it with the new. Or you arguing and forgetting midway what you was trying to say, and you loud because it didn't. And boy, shut up talking to me. You get so frustrated. You don't even know. We got some outro music. Y'all want to hear it?
Yeah, I'd love to hear
Thanks for
it.
tuning in to the Chit Chat Cafe with Milk and Honey's own Tashika, Mike, KC, and Randall on Intellectual Radio.
And
If you want to share a story, scenario, or would like to hear a topic, feel free to reach out to any of our hosts, and your topic may be discussed on our show. Thanks again, and have a peaceful night. And in the words of Tashika, I love you all. And if you don't love me, you better not die. Until next Wednesday, peace and salutation.